Your future self did not arrive with thunder. It came quietly, placing cards upon a table that was not a table, in a room that remembered you before you were born. The first card was not the fool, not the star, not the tower. It was number 11, the opened cage, and the door was already open. You thought the cage was punishment. You thought the bars meant something outside you had won. But the future self said, this was also the place where your emotions became material grief, became metal joy, became flame, fear became a key you had not recognized. Then came the nurse heart, crowned in white. It did not ask you to forget. It asked you to feel what you had been stepping around. The ache beneath the ribs, the song that made you silent, the image that opened something old. The future self said, let it rise. Emotion is not interruption. Emotion is the clay. A split letter appeared next M on one side, W on the other, both true when turned. The future self said, look again. What you called defeat may also be release. What you called loyalty may also be a chain. What you called patience may have become delay. What you called love may have been asking you to disappear. Then came the scales, held by her and him, by the soft hand and the burning hand, by the part that waits and the part that acts. The future self said, you are whole when you are not pleasing, not explaining, not shrinking yourself to fit inside rooms that never meant to hold you. A lamp appeared, but no genie came out. Only a blue fire under ash. Beside it, a camera with no lens. Beside that, the horn of will. The future self said, your wish is not merely to be seen. Your wish is to become clear enough that others remember how to trust themselves. You are making the impossible less lonely. Then came the heavy plate, a burden dressed as kindness, a task pretending to be generosity, a promise pretending to be love. You almost took it because you were used to carrying more than your hands could hold. But the future self said, take it off your plate. Not every need is your assignment. Not every crisis deserves your blood. The hound came with a chain in its mouth, loyal eyes, tired body, ancient promise. And you wanted to kneel before every memory you had ever left behind. But the future self said, some promises expire when they begin to destroy the one who made them. Some ghosts only remain because you keep feeding them your name. Then the threshold rose from the deck, not a doorway, but the feeling before a doorway. The last breath before courage, the final second before the old self loses authority. The future self said, time is of the essence, not because you are late, but because you are finally present. You are not handing this to someone else. You are not asking the cage to become kinder. The rulebook burned without smoke, tradition and order curled into black petals. You had spent so long trying to be recognized by structures that misunderstood you. If I do this properly, maybe they will see me. If I speak carefully, maybe they will approve. But the future self said, this world was too small for what you were becoming. Then the tower appeared, but it was not falling. It was spiraling. Stone became staircase. Lightning became map. Collapse became architecture. The future self said, do not fear the tower. When the tower is the cage breaking open, do not fear the shaking. When the shaking is the mountain moving out of your way. Sometimes mercy arrives like demolition. After that came a silent car, a figure without a mouth, holding a book with no words. The future self said, this is where you stop explaining, not because your voice has no value, but because your voice is sacred. You do not pour it into every cup you listen. You know you move when the knowing becomes clean. The mirror came lost, it did not show your face. It showed the one you had hidden from yourself. The sovereign without apology, the child under protection, the fire under discipline. The future self said, this is not control over others, this is command of your own fate. This is the reverse, this is where the masquerade ends. And then every card lifted from the table, encircled like unfamiliar birds. The open cage, the nurse heart, the split letter, the scales, the ash lamp, the heavy plate, the hound chain, the threshold, the burning moon, the spiral tower, the silent one